Why would I, Jason Lee, I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
To accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor Jay-Z at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking the deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. They didn't call me to offer a free bottle of her perfume. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated, making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyoncé. Why is everybody calling me now?
Oh, and you also stopped.
We not gonna even go there. I stopped a major thing for Beyoncé. Didn't even get a thank you.
And
so
now
why is everybody calling me now? Because I'm a firefighter.
They say when love flips into hate, it hits way harder than fire. And that energy is all over Jason Lee right now. He used to ride hard for Beyoncé, like a real super fan, always hyping her up and showing love. But now the vibe has switched completely, and it's looking messy. The same guy who once praised Queen Bee nonstop is suddenly being called her biggest problem. After years of support, Jason is now allegedly holding on to wild receipts and using them as leverage. And people are saying this could seriously shake her image if it all comes out.
I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed because as much as I've loved this woman for years, I told you I don't like her as much as I used to. I still love her, but I'm not as super fan like I used to be. You know how much I was this woman, this is everything. And this together is everything. But is it?
So remember about 2 years ago when Jason went on his talk show Hollywood Unlocked and teased some huge scandal about Beyoncé that had everyone talking? He didn't just mention it. He made it sound serious, like something major was about to drop. But then out of nowhere, he bleeped the whole thing out, leaving people confused and curious. To this day, nobody really knows what he was hinting at, and that mystery is still hanging in the air.
Thousands of over $40,000 in tickets and shared the experience with friends. And I've done a lot, and I'm not even going to say it here because if I did, this internet, Beyonce's good internet, would go crazy. I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh. And that's where I go back to we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Unlocked? Oh, there was one more thing. Beat this, Johnny. So that in itself, I think Beyonce could have gave me there should be a little love there.
Just looking at his co-host's faces said everything. The shock was real, like Jason had some heavy secrets about Beyoncé and Jay-Z ready to spill. You could tell this wasn't small talk at all. At first, people were guessing it had something to do with the couple possibly heading for a split, and that rumor spread fast. But now, new claims are popping up, saying it might be something even deeper, involving talk about Beyoncé keeping a son out of the spotlight and putting intense pressure on Blue Ivy behind the scenes.
To know. And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing this industry.
That could explain why Beyoncé seemed to completely ignore Jason and even tried to dodge any interaction with him at the Rock Nation brunch back in 2023. The energy looked tense, like she wanted no part of that moment at all. It was pretty clear Beyoncé was keeping her distance, even while Jason seemed to be doing the most to get noticed in that space. People picked up on the tension right away and started connecting dots, saying it looked like she was intentionally steering clear of him. Some even went as far as suggesting he might know things about her that were never meant to be public. One comment floating around said he knows, and she knows he is aware of some of her business, and that only made the situation feel even more intense. Another person chimed in saying he's got something on her, pushing the idea that there's more going on behind the scenes. But not everyone agreed with that take. Some people flipped the narrative completely and argued that Beyoncé might just not want to deal with Jason because of his reputation. One comment straight up said, "And this is the real reason why he's mad. Beyoncé knows he is messy and very problematic and wants nothing to do with you, Jason. Get over it." That perspective hit just as hard. Still, it doesn't look like things cooled off at all. Word going around is that Jason might be gearing up to stir things up again. And this time, people are saying he could bring up topics involving Blue Ivy and the twins. At the same time, there have been rumors circulating online about family dynamics and appearances, but it's important to treat those claims carefully since nothing has been confirmed. Even with that, the conversation keeps getting louder, and people are watching closely to see what might come next. The talk about cosmetic changes has already been all over the internet, and now some are claiming there could be even more plans down the line. According to what's being shared, there's chatter suggesting that Blue Ivy is very aware of how people talk about her appearance online. Some even say she's seen the comments herself, which adds a whole new layer to the situation. There are also claims that she started getting into makeup at a young age, trying to highlight features that resemble her mom more. People online are running with the idea that there could be some long-term image planning involved, possibly including changes later in life, but nothing about that is confirmed, and it remains speculation. The conversation alone has been enough to keep everyone talking nonstop. And it doesn't stop there. Rumor has it that whatever Jason supposedly knows goes beyond just Blue Ivy, with whispers saying it could involve the twins too. At the same time, there's been ongoing public curiosity about why Rumi is seen more openly, while Sir stays more private. Some people online have taken that and created their own theories, but again, none of that has been proven. What is clear is that Rumi has made a few visible appearances, even showing up in projects connected to her mother, while Sir has been kept more out of the spotlight. That difference alone has fueled even more questions, and the internet hasn't stopped buzzing since. She's been showing up everywhere, modeling for fashion brands, attending major events, and even stepping on stage during the Cowboy Carter tour right next to Blue Ivy. But one thing people keep pointing out is that Sir Carter is nowhere to be seen in those moments, and that absence hasn't gone unnoticed at all. Now, some people try to brush it off and say those are just girl-focused appearances, but others aren't buying that explanation. They're asking a different question. Why doesn't Jay-Z bring Sir along for more public outings? That's where the conversation starts getting louder. If you look closely, a lot of the time when Jay-Z is out, he's usually spotted with Blue or Rumi, but rarely ever with Sir. And one moment that really had people talking was the 2024 Super Bowl. You'd think that kind of event would be the perfect chance for a father-son outing, right? But instead, Jay-Z showed up with Blue and Rumi, and they were even seen posing for photos on the field together. Sir once again wasn't there, and people definitely noticed. That pattern has sparked even more curiosity online, with folks questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Even at events where the whole family is expected to be around, people have still noticed the same pattern. Take Beyoncé's halftime performance last Christmas, for example. Rumi was seen leaving with Jay-Z and Tina, all dressed in matching white outfits, just like Beyoncé and Blue had on stage. It looked like a full family moment. But once again, Sir wasn't spotted anywhere, and that detail didn't go unnoticed. Because of moments like that, some critics have gotten loud with their opinions. Azealia Banks, for instance, came out publicly and said, "Stop hiding your son from the world, sis. People will find out sooner or later, and you are really going to look bad for being ashamed of your own child." That statement stirred up a lot of reactions online, with people debating whether it crossed the line or not. And she's not the only one who's spoken out. Kanye West has also made comments in the past that added more attention to the situation. Still, it's important to remember that these are outside opinions and claims, not confirmed facts. Even so, the conversation keeps gaining traction, and more people are weighing in every time something new comes up. At one point, Kanye West made a post on X where he used a highly offensive term to refer to the twins, but he quickly deleted it, reportedly out of concern that his account might get banned. That moment alone caused major backlash and had people calling him out for going way too far. In the past, Beyoncé has been open about how intense her pregnancy with the twins was. She shared that during labor, one of the babies experienced serious complications, including their heart stopping more than once, which led to an emergency C-section. She never confirmed which twin it was, but the situation itself was clearly very serious and emotional. Since then, people online have started making their own assumptions, with some trying to label Sir based on limited public moments. Claims have been thrown around suggesting behavioral differences, but none of that has been confirmed by the family, and it's important not to treat online speculation as fact. The same goes for comments comparing him and Rumi. Those discussions are mostly based on guesses, not real information. There have also been rumors about how the children are supported during public appearances, including talk about extra assistance in busy environments. But again, those are just claims circulating online with no solid confirmation behind them. At the end of the day, a lot of what's being said comes from outside voices looking in, and the full truth of the situation remains private. With everything being said online, some people feel like the idea of Jason knowing something about Beyoncé's kids doesn't sound so far-fetched anymore. Still, a lot of fans are seriously upset over the claims that he might be trying to pressure or expose her using anything related to her family. That kind of talk has people reacting fast. One person commented, "He just showed his hand and proved Beyoncé right for not wanting to be around him," pointing out that this situation might explain why she kept her distance. Another added, "How is he going to threaten and blackmail her over something he claims she doesn't even know about?" Which only adds more confusion to the whole situation. Someone else didn't hold back either, saying, "This is a vile and dangerous person to be around." The fact that he's blackmailing her on social media is a prime example of what real love is not. Others believe there could be jealousy involved, claiming he's trying hard to stay connected to her world. Either way, the reactions are intense and people are definitely picking sides. Some people are not holding back at all, straight up calling his character into question and saying his behavior is out of line. But on the flip side, there are others who are actually waiting for him to drop whatever he's been hinting at. One person even said, "You can best believe that if he does release his receipts, everyone, including me, will be watching." And honestly, that's the energy a lot of people are bringing right now. So now everyone's watching closely, waiting to see if anything really comes out, or if this is all just talk to keep attention going. The tension around this situation has people hooked, and it doesn't look like the conversation is slowing down anytime soon. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think is really going on here? Do you think Jason actually has something serious? Or could this all just be hype to stay relevant? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, and let's talk about it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to see it. And don't forget to check out the next video.